investigate, they're going to find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe, and they're spoiled. Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're going to find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's it up from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.
Aliens represent life's biggest mystery. The questions surrounding their existence aren't just about what lurks in the dark depths of space, they're also about the meaning of our own lives, and if there is in fact an answer to the question, why are we here? Throughout science, philosophy, literature and film, we continually explore our fascination with otherworldly beings, but real-world interactions with aliens are very limited in both their number and reliability. But more recently, official US government sources have begun to weigh into an argument that was previously reserved for the cargo short-wearing fringes. It could well be that extraterrestrial life isn't as far away as once seemed. So are aliens real? And are they anything like our traditional representations of them? If aliens do exist, what does that mean for our humanity? Should we greet aliens with open arms or be suspicious of their intentions? And is it even possible for humans to have the sensory and cognitive ability to identify and conceptualize extraterrestrial life? To help me answer some of these questions, I'm joined by Charlie Milner, who's alien to the concept of having a nice fucking time. Charlie, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Charlie, do aliens exist?
Yes, I am one.
You're an alien.
My name is Plorb.
Your name is Blorb.
Plorb.
Plorb?
I know I'm from the planet Plorbshire. And
so you're quite high up in Plorbshire.
No, it's like being called Mohammed in
in Mohammedshire, as it's known,
or Ross if you're from England.
Yes, you're just a simple Plorb. So you've come up with a entirely different planet, but you've just used the British county system.
Well, no, it's a complete coincidence.
Right,
it's an unhappy accident.
Right,
that we're nothing like Yorkshire. Our planet is vast,
or Wiltshire,
and we're normally it's like for weebs. You know, like how people like white guys love Japan.
Yeah,
I'm a Plorbite that loves people. So I've actually had a lot of work done so that I can look like you.
Right.
But my natural form is that I'm 10 foot tall and I'm made of entirely of light.
You're made of light?
Entirely.
Okay.
And I'm shaped kind of like a cone. But that's obviously confusing. You need to understand me and I want to get to know you. So this is how I've turned up.
So you've taken human form in order to, and that's my question. What is your purpose on this planet? Why are you here, Plorb? What are you meant to be doing?
To make podcasts.
Right. How many light years away is Plorbshire?
38 light years.
38 light years. So
38 million light years.
You've travelled 38 million light years. So you can come to, was it by your government? Do you have a government?
No, we don't have podcasts on Plorbshire.
So was it a personal decision that you live on Plorbshire, a world where podcasts never existed?
But I just love the art form.
You love the art form, so you've travelled all this way.
Because Earth really does it better than anywhere else.
Yeah.
There's some really shit pods on Plab.
Is that your neighbour?
Yeah.
What kind of podcasts are there on Plab?
Really boring, loads of dead air. Quite awkward chemistry.
Lots of dead air. Okay, we're going to do, for you now, this is what podcasts are like on the planet Plab. Hello.
What are you up to?
I'm here talking again with Plabminium.
That's crazy.
Thank you. What are you today? What day?
What are you? I'm me.
That's good. What would you like to say to everyone who's listening around the planet?
Around the planet Earth. Plab.
Yeah.
Come to Earth. They're doing.
Wait, we're on Plab. We're on Plab right now.
Oh,
we're doing a podcast on Planet Plab.
I'd like to say that you can always do it if you wanted to.
And remember to wash your third ear in the bio chamber.
Yes.
Because of the bio.
Because of all the stuff.
Yeah, not very good podcast on Plab then.
Quite bad, yeah. So I've come here to sort of, well, like I said, it's kind of like being a weeb.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by human people.
What have you learned? What's different between Earth and Plorb? What are the main differences?
I guess the food is very different.
What do Plorbs eat?
Gel.
Yeah. What kind of gel? Frothy?
No, very still gel.
Still?
Well, frothy versus still.
I suppose in some ways.
Sort of like.
I guess still is kind of the opposite of frothy.
What else could it possibly be? By the way, guys, I've in my journey from Plorbshire, I've really lost my voice. So I'm sorry if I sound mental. and I am going to work on it.
Well, maybe this is your kind of costume slowly degrading.
Yeah, and I'll go back to how we speak on Plorb.
Yeah. How do you speak on Plorb?
I'm an alien. I'm a little alien. I'm an alien, and I'm from Plorb.
Very musical based.
We only speak in that song, but
Well, it sounds
quite limited. That's why partly why the pods are quite tight.
Okay, so how do you say hello?
I'm an alien.
Oh, so there's the gap.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you say your mum's died?
I'm an alien.
So you've added in
an
a
alien.
"your" at the top there, but that's just an accident, I
I'm
guess.
an alien.
You haven't spoke
and
Plorb.
I'm from Plorb. It's mainly in the kind of.
Watch out for that car.
I'm an alien and I'm from Plorb.
Okay, right.
It's about this rhythm.
It's a very tonal language.
It's entirely rhythmic.
Would you like to define some terms at the start of this episode?
Yeah.
What's an alien?
Not a person.
Not a person, not a human being. Something from another
I think it's
planet.
quite simple. I'm an alien, obviously, like I said.
What's the opposite of an alien?
I guess
Like a
grass. Grass, like it grows out of the ground. But aliens come from space, so it has to be something that comes out. A potato is kind of the opposite of an alien because it's coming out from us. Rather than,
Do you give birth to potatoes? Do they come out of us?
no, it comes out of the earth.
Okay.
Just
Us. When you say potatoes come out of us, I do have to check.
Humanity's home.
Yes. Okay.
The ground. We all come out of the ground, ultimately, or at least initially.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. So plants or vegetation.
That would be an alien. No, that would be the opposite of an alien.
The opposite of an alien is a potato.
Can we have a shorthand for that as well?
Shorthand for what?
Opposite of an opposite of an alien.
Opa.
Been here.
Why in the world would we need a shorthand for the phrase the opposite of an alien?
Well, because it'd be nice to have an opposite word.
What does that mean?
A homebody. A homebody is the opposite of an alien.
A homebody. Okay. I thought... Yeah,
Do
right.
you know what I'm trying to convey?
Not really, but I think we can agree that the opposite of an alien is a potato.
So I think what we should say is that this is not going to be a kind of quack conspiracy pod. This is very much a factual investigation of what it means to be an alien and are they really out there. We're going to look at it head on.
Imagine kind of a combination between we're dissecting an alien whilst it's on a therapy couch.
Yeah.
We're both getting behind the science of it, but we're also trying to understand what it's like to be an alien in this world.
How does it feel?
How does it feel? What are your motivations? What are your conflicts in life?
Yeah.
Your desires, your struggles, your woes, but also how many ears have you got?
Let's talk
and
about
what
it.
happens if you put fucking acid in your belly? Do you think that they exist?
I think that they do exist, but I think they look probably... I'm not actually a plorb, by the way.
Okay.
That was a lie.
It was a lie.
So I know no more than you guys.
Right.
What I would say is that I reckon they're probably out there, but in the form of kind of light and numbers. They're not really, it's kind of beyond recognition. It's maybe even in like another dimension. But I think if they arrived, they would have to present in a way that kind of is recognizable to us.
Yeah.
So
humanoid.
They're
form.
not necessarily, more like
just like genuine like matter almost.
Ideally, we pick it, so it's like they come as cartoon on live act, like something that would be amazing to see.
You can come to our world as long as you're Homer Simpson for a bit.
Yeah. Because it'd be like I love seeing when they have cartoons on real cameras. Like I love it when they put like Arthur, the cartoon, in front of a hedge.
What?
Basically, I want the aliens to appear in a way that feels amazing. That's like a unique thing that we haven't seen yet. For example, in real life, that's a real cartoon.
Right.
That is completely...
You sounded like you've referenced this has happened before. Have you had hallucinations where you've seen Arthur in front of a bush?
I've seen a show where they have like cartoon on live action and it looked amazing.
On a screen, right?
It looked fantastic.
On a screen.
What? I want to see that in real life. I can't remember where I've seen it.
So you want it off a screen. You've never seen Arthur. I just want to do a quick mental health check in that you haven't seen Arthur in front of a bush at any point.
I haven't seen that in real life, but I think I've seen it on a screen or just something, they appear as like a tiny sunset where they're just like a kind of shape-sized. So it might be quite a nice thing if we could customize what they look like into something impossible. Such as a tiny sunset.
A tiny sunset, yeah. Okay. So you can come here if you're Arthur, the mouse. Is he a mouse?
He's a kind of Bear?
Bear mouse?
Aardvark?
I don't think he's not an aardvark. He's like a mouse bear dog thing with like monkey ears.
He's quite something.
He's quite something is what Arthur is. He's quite.
That was one of my favourite shows
Hey Arthur.
as a boy. And I said, hey,
What a wonderful time today when we can learn to walk and play and get along with each other. You gotta listen to the heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street.
Open up your eyes, open up your ears, get together, it's feeling better. We've known it for years.
No, it's a simple message,
And it's
but it
done
comes from the heart.
Believe
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
And that's the place to start.
And I said, hey.
Hey, so if any alien is listening, then could you please come in the form of Arthur, I guess.
And speaking of music,
Christ.
ideally they would sound like something that we've never heard. For example, kind of
The mermaids in Harry Potter.
yes, or kind of rock and roll opera. It's impossible.
Rock opera is a thing.
Rock, is it?
Yeah.
Fine.
I do agree with the core tenet of what you were saying is that I think that I think that they do exist. I think the numbers are suggesting that they do. Obviously, it'll be pretty mad if we're the only planet in the universe that has life on it. I think, I don't think they're going to be bibbly bobbly fellas with a big green head and tentacles coming out of their ears going meat more, meat more. There'll be something we can't even comprehend. We've got 5 senses. That's not many senses.
No.
It's 5.
But what more could there be? What other senses even like?
There's so many.
But can we imagine them?
No.
You can't imagine another sense of them.
No, because every part of our understanding is just for our senses.
But like,
you can't think of something that isn't.
Can you conceive of one? We can't imagine.
Let's try and conceive of a sense.
There's no imagination.
I can't even begin. How can you do it? Everything we know is from our 5 senses. Yes, floating. He's got it immediately. Charlie Milner has found the 6th
Swimming
sense.
in the air.
Hold on, boys. Have we thought about floating? Yes, swimming in the air. You're talking about actions rather
metal
than...
detection? Or is that feeling? That would be another sense.
I guess it would be another sense if we could detect metal.
Surely.
Yeah. It would be, it's like, well, maybe like
Telekinesis.
telepathy and telekinesis would be a sense.
Time travel. Is that a sense?
I don't think it's necessarily a sense. But again...
Well, no, you can sense, you can like kind of...
But hold on. So the thing with metal detection, I guess it would be a sense, but it would open up a whole new world of what's out there because we would understand the silent... the waves that the metal is letting off that we then can I'm trying to make it make some sense. The reason why I think we wouldn't even be able to comprehend them is because what happens if we can't see them?
Who?
The aliens!
Do
you think I'm still talking about metal?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
If we can't see them, then we're fucked.
Yeah.
Then it's
but if they live on a
pointless.
different plane...
We might not be able to see them. There might be one right here.
That's what I was about to say that as well. There might be everywhere.
So, can you go away, please? So, building the perfect alien.
Yes.
Let's do it.
What do we think an alien would actually be like? Or would you want to build the perfect alien? Because what does
I want it to smell like... The perfect alien should smell like the inside of a London black taxi after a rainy day.
Lovely. Kind of musky with a
leathery.
hint of leathery and kind of fag breathy.
A plug that's been well past a sort of plug that's been a bit burnt, but it smells kind of like metallic and well loved.
A dishwasher when you open it mid-wash.
Gorgeous.
I think a lot of it would be steamy, kind of gaseous.
A freshly opened pack of tennis balls.
Yes. I think aliens will smell like gas.
But good gas.
Yeah. Kind of comforting gas.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
And it will be a cartoon in front of a kind of
I don't
scene.
understand this cartoon thing.
Well, it's a cartoon in front of a hedge.
Yeah.
That smells like the inside of a black cab after a rainy day, and it sounds like Susan Boyle, but rapping in a way that actually sounds incredible.
Susan Boyle rapping.
Yeah, Lil Suze.
Right, Lil Suze.
I don't know, just something like and they feel like a kind of pillow, an M&S pillow, but double stuffed.
Okay, so right,
they're just like the perfect companion because they satisfy all your senses, and it's constantly. There's obviously the emotional side. It's just saying such lovely stuff to you.
So
I want to kind of
when the first touchdown of extraterrestrial life comes on this planet, you want it to be an M&S pillow that sounds like Susan Boyle.
Yeah.
Right. First encounter, alien comes down. How do we What's the best way to approach that?
Just got to come at them with like a kind of slightly knowing child, I guess, like a kind of, you know.
So
like,
we give them a really smart kid.
We give them a smart kid that kind of is charmingly clever, but quite stern, but also in a way that's all quite funny. You know, you meet those kids who are like weirdly smart, a little bit kind of
wiser beyond their years,
not aggressive, but slightly kind of oddly. No, well, this is mine. So, and I'm using this, and
no, I do know what you mean.
We come with that sort of energy where it's like they could fuck us up, but they're charmed by our kind of strange attitude.
Our strange smart boy that we've brought.
I think that's quite a good idea.
So an alien touches down. We sent the small boy there to kind of talk them down, show them who's boss in a non-physically threatening manner. They're chill with it. They've agreed with the small boy. They've gone, I hear what this smart young fella has to say.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to give you 1 day. We're going to give you a day for us to learn about your culture. You've got to show us around, and then we'll make our decision of what we do with your planet based on that. What are we going to do?
Okay, so what I think we should do is introduce some healthy competition. So we know we're not going to hurt each other, but it is interesting to see kind of top trumps it. What are we like compared? Are they better than us at everything?
Okay.
Or maybe are we better at kind of midwifery or the javelin?
Or husbandry or any further vegetable cultivation.
Or
you might be able to shoot a fucking beam out of your third eye, but how well can you tend to a marrow?
Your infant mortality rates are much higher than ours because we've got an absolutely incredible health service. And that's the backbone of our country.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like...
So it's got... Right.
Oh, it's all very well you got a big ship. Look at Sally. She's birthed 38 children in 1 week.
Yeah, you might have Meat Morp who's able to fucking transform into a block and then solve quantum mechanics based on a smell. But we've got Paul who puts the bins in the bins every week.
Yeah. We've got, we'll give them... For example, who's that amazing British chef who's quite grumpy and he's not Gordon Ramsay?
Jamie Oliver.
Curly hair.
Marco Pierre White.
Yeah. On a lamb shoulder.
So Marco Pierre White stood on a lamb shoulder.
No, he's cooking a lamb shoulder.
Right. Again, I would use the word cooking rather than on for that.
The aliens would be like, what's this?
What's this? And we'll say, we've had some miscommunication.
Sorry, ignore that.
Marco, we meant cook a lamb shoulder. Let's stand
move on.
on
Let's compare our plug sockets.
The alien's tapping his watch at this point going, guys, that's a bit of a fuck.
Like idiots.
If we're doing, it's almost like a talent show. It's like we're bringing out, that's what we should do. We should do a talent show of Earth. And it won't just be your classic singing and dancing, though that will be included. Yeah. It will be, as you say, midwifery, animal husbandry.
What else have we got?
Other than cooking, midwifery, and animal husbandry, I can't think of a single thing Earth does. That's the big three, isn't it? No, we're trying to dazzle the aliens.
I guess like packaging.
That's a big part of life.
I think we're quite good at that. I mean, you are thinking about the whole world. There's no kind of, we're using all the national resources of kind of China, America. Everything is involved.
Cobbling. Smelting.
We weld, we smelt.
We smelt.
We like the art of the deal sort of vibe. We have like
we could get negotiation.
The Apprentice. The Alien Apprentice.
Yeah.
It's a real top trumps affair. It's like a big.
Okay, it's a display of what it is to be human on Earth.
And I think, what is the prizes for that? Like, what do we...
I think we're probably confusing it if we make it into an actual competition where we end up getting too much into this fake talent show we've created just to show the aliens by like having a prize and handing out winners. It should be more like we're just showing the aliens. If we get Ant and Dec involved and get all of Earth to call in and with the chance of winning a potential getaway to Barbados, I think it might confuse what we're doing.
It's respective, the aliens give us something.
So it's like an exchange.
Bleep and Bloop versus an Ant and Dec.
Bleep and Bloop. So they're the equivalent.
They're reporting on the alien.
They've won many morgtfs.
Yeah, I guess
that's
maybe
Morg
to make it
television
really,
awards.
To make it tense. Yeah, they want some morgters.
Morgters.
Is that Oscars?
No, it's the thinking BAFTAs.
Okay, more like the Bafflingtons. Who are all these aliens? I'm baffled.
I'm baffled as well. And the award for most baffled goes to us because
obviously.
We're currently doing a joint talent show with extraterrestrial beings. I actually imagine that if aliens did come down, they would be very surprised by our leisure. In my mind, all aliens don't have the same desire to kick back, or at least the skill that we have in kicking back. That might even be our best trait
Take them
on
dancing.
Earth. Pardon?
Will we take them dancing?
We'll take them dancing, but like I think they'll be quite staggered about the different types of leisure we have, because they'll be like, well, I kind of want to do a translate at the bottom, but it's not handy for people listening. They'll be like, oh, well, we just mine plutonium to put into our hydrogalactic machines. What is this thing you do of sitting down and watching television?
And we're like, this is a Kaylee. It's lovely.
What's a Kaylee?
You've not heard of a Kaylee? When they like do the Scottish dancing, where you sort of dance with all the different age groups. It's lovely. It builds harmony and community at events that span all ages.
Right.
You know,
you see?
often events are quite exclusive.
And then this will be us, and the aliens will be stood there, and I'll go, see, even humans have something to learn.
And maybe
Earth.
we can do a Kaylee with you, so we can bond with you as an 8-year-old Kaylee's with a 90-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll build bridges.
Yeah. This is a reclining chair. You know.
Have a go.
Just have a sit down for a
Spin.
bit. I feel like aliens are probably overworked.
They definitely are.
If they've done that much work to get to another planet, take a load off. I think that's what I'd be like. Have a full English. We're going to take you to. We're just going to have fun with it.
Gobble this sausage, get on this flume, and then do some.
And
Kaylee.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right. Stop
Relax.
trying to mine different quantum mechanical theories.
Yeah.
Chill out.
The plutonium and plutonium will be there when you get back.
Yeah.
It's not going to miss you.
No, it's really not. Yeah. Okay. So actually, what we're going to teach the aliens is a work-life balance.
Exactly. And I think they'll thank us for that. But their leader will be very, it might instill some sort of, it might make a kind of alien rebellion.
Yeah, because
alien civil war.
The aliens will come back with bomb bags and I Heart London t-shirts on, going,
Tie-dye.
We don't want to go back to Schmorpian.
Work is so boring.
Yes, I don't want to work in the mine anymore.
Me want to make music. I'm going to make.
Yeah. I want to
be a DJ.
I want to join a ska band and perform in Brixton.
I'm a mod.
We're going to say we want to know the real Meep and the real Morp.
Yeah, what's behind the tentacles?
Yeah, what's in?
What's in front of your singular eye? What's behind your one eye?
What's behind your one eye?
What's behind your massive eye?
Yeah, too right. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to hit them. We can hit them with a lovely dose of human empathy. So that seems like a wonderful time to jump into Thinker's Corner, where we will hear from some of the best and brightest minds that have ever lived and ever will live. And as ever, we're going to start with some quotes to kick us off and get us in the intergalactic mood this episode. We've got...
What's the intergalactic mood sound?
Wow, there it is. Now, we're going to get Professor Stephen Hawking out here. Stephen, welcome. Take it away, Stephen. If aliens visit us, the outcome will be much as when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the Native Americans. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen.
Humans have had a propensity to slaughter natives that they've found on new lands. Why would it be any different for aliens? Well, it depends if they want to, are aliens friendly or mean? I mean, there's the option is that they exist and know about us and just don't care.
I quite like that option.
Yeah, or they're just like, them, yeah, whatever. Just let them do their thing, really.
Yeah.
What would it take for you to intervene in another world's life?
Unless even if I found out that they were kind of eating each other and there's like mass incest and kind of rape and cannibalism on a distant, I'm sorry to say it, on an alien island.
Yeah.
Am I going to stop it?
An alien island, yeah, go on. Just in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, the alien island, where all the cannibalism and incest happens.
On an alien, planet or an alien moon round the corner.
Just give me a name of a planet.
Qatar. It's strange that it's called Qatar.
Okay. Just an intergalactic
absolutely
coincidence.
Nothing to do with the guitar we've got here.
Nothing to do with it.
Electric guitar.
Electric guitar.
It's called electric guitar.
Right.
And
they're all just they're frets
and murdering and kind of.
What's your point?
Molesting.
What's your point?
Am I going to go and stop that? And they're suffering. They're
they're really suffering.
And
we have the capability to do so.
It's awful. Well,
okay.
You'd have to commit your life to it. Am I going to go rescue these aliens?
No.
You don't know anything about them, but they are hating it.
Right. Okay, well, okay.
Are you helping them?
I don't. Well, maybe if we had the capabilities.
I'm not sure.
I don't think. Hold on.
No, but we don't know anything about them.
You've got very strong opinions about this alien race that you've just fabricated.
Electric guitar.
You're very passionately going, we don't fucking owe them anything about this. You've just come up with this thing. What are fucking going over there? What have they done? What have electric guitar done for us? I don't care if they eat and kill each other and then eat the babies and fuck their sisters. What have they ever done for us?
Well, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, it would be.
Don't play the hero.
It would question our.
Don't play the hero.
I'm not playing the hero. I'm just not necessarily as angry at the residents of electric guitar as you are. I think it would challenge our morality. Absolutely, but there's a lot of practical things to work out as well. It's like, can we genuinely bring all of the aliens from electric guitar over here?
No, we're not doing that.
So is it ever going to be a wise thing to try and reform an alien planet?
We're kind of like going in.
What do you mean we're Lara Crofting it, dropping into the tomb and working it out?
We're going in.
It's a classic Tomb Raider situation, is it? Yeah, it's a Lara Croft. Is that were you referring to like the invasion of Iraq as a Lara Croft?
In essence, yes.
Is what's going on in Iran right now best summarised as a Lara Croft?
No, it's best summarised as an absolute bin fire.
Thank you, Stephen. Let's get Arthur C. Clarke out here. Thank you, Arthur. Please take it away. Two possibilities exist.
What is C. Clarke doing?
Excuse me? What is C. Clarke doing? What? Do that again.
What did Arthur C. Clarke doing?
What did Arthur C. Clarke doing?
I don't know.
Welcome, Arthur. Please take it away. Two possibilities exist. Either we are alone in the universe or we are not. Both are equally terrifying. I think that's my favourite quote of the lot, and about aliens in general, maybe.
Yes. I mean,
it is. What would you find more scary? That there are aliens out there or that there aren't?
Well, it kind of depends who they are.
Okay, forget knowing who they are.
No, I need to know because...
How does this go? Okay, brilliant. They're lovely. Oh, well, that would be really nice. No, they're really mean. Well, that would be bad. Brilliant. Thanks,
if it's
Arthur.
like Italian granny, if they're all Italian grannies,
yes,
I'll be like, come in, I guess.
Yeah.
If it's like the non-I.
Okay, we're not inviting them there. This is kind of an existential question about, are we alone in the universe?
Sort of nasty men. Like if they're kind of horrible alien robbers or sex attackers.
Robbers.
They're very, very thrifty and nifty with their hands.
Thrifty and nifty with their hands.
Yeah.
And that would be awful, would it? So are you saying that...
If it's a generous Italian granny planet, then I'll be like, well...
If you wouldn't mind me summarising, you're saying that, well, if aliens are bad, it will be bad, but if they're good, it will be good.
Yeah.
Okay. What about if we don't know who they are or what they are, as we don't right now? Okay. What's more scary to you? When you can't know what they are, but if life exists somewhere out there in the universe, what's worse? What's more scary? I can't
answer that question because if I know who they are, then I know who they are.
This is a question about us and our existence. I'm not answering that because if I answer it goes.
What's your answer to your question?
I think it's more scary if we're alone.
Wait, sorry. We're either alone or they're out there, but we don't know who they are.
Yes.
That's what's the case anyway.
Yes. Do I have to read the quote again?
What's scarier?
If I read this quote again and you ask me to...
If we're alone, it's scarier. If we're alone, it's scarier.
Okay.
Because it's like, I can just imagine us alone.
Yeah, what happens if they got really big teeth? Fucking hell. I think us alone is way scarier.
Why?
Because it's, what is going on? Now that we know how big the universe is, be like, it's just us. What the fuck? I think part of
that would be like,
what the fuck is happening that we're the only thing that moves of our own volition? What is going
ridiculous,
on? That's fucked up if that's true. Are you kidding me? I think also part of it is a bit like, well, maybe there is a civilization out there that's doing a bit better than us, that has peace and love or whatever bleep blops equivalent of that is. But if this is the only life exists, and I'm like paying £6 for a sausage in Sainsbury's, and well, there's worse things out there than me than paying £6 for a sausage. I'm not saying the problem of evil is fundamentally about the price of sausages in UK supermarkets.
No, but you're not going to work if we're on our own. I think it's like nihilism.
Yeah,
nihilism definitely
pleasure seeking at
up.
least.
Yeah, it's fuck it.
Hedonism. Let's go. We're the only ones here.
There's clearly no God, I think.
Yeah. Well, might be an existence for God. Probably
think?
For a human version of God. I do actually think it's a better argument for the existence of a human God, because that would make sense. It'll be like, well, we're the only thing that he's created.
Yeah.
Whereas if there were other planets, you start to go, well, how can you say, how does things like, not eating pork work when there's a world and the only animals they have is a combination between a crow and a badger? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's obviously our religion is very human-centric and has moral code that's based on certain human societies. So it's going to be completely inapplicable if we're taking it to the planet Mork Plap.
I'd prefer there to be in a human god than like a badger cyborg god. Thank you.
What did I say that made you do that response? I wasn't
what
suggesting.
Did you say? I have no idea what you said, to be honest.
Okay, we'll leave it there then, I guess. But our answer is, both are scary, but I think it's scarier if we're alone in the planet because what is going on?
It's quite a visual image as well. That it's like it's kind of. I just see us in the kind of infinite black. Yeah. I've actually just thought of a theory that I think could be true of why we're here and what we are.
Okay, we're going to do, Charlie comes up with a scientific theory and is going to tell us all now. We'll do a quick jingle. We'll do some quick intro music to bring that in.
We are tiny ball in big bowl of nothingness, really, and we're getting. And
you're one of the only people who resorts to caveman talk when they're talking about an extraterrestrial scientific theory.
If you zoom out, we're kind of in a huge bowl of like pasta that's getting eaten by some enormous thing,
and we're just a meatball that hasn't been eaten.
We're kind
yet.
of just like a kind of tiny atom that's just getting consumed in some other mad, massive thing, which could easily be like a huge entity that's eating. We're an atom in a dish getting eaten by a massive entity forever.
Okay. So we're just like in a giant meatball.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Do you agree?
How could I how dare you say that and ask me, do I agree? You can't. Do I agree? Yes, I agree.
The shoe fits.
If the shoe fits, eat it. And we're a big meatball here. Look, Charlie, it can't. No, the joy of these kind of
look.
Topics.
Shit or get off the pot. Do you agree with my idea?
Do I think that's probable?
Possible.
No. Yeah, it's possible.
Likely?
No. Not likely.
My favorite part of that is the giant entity. What's that? I think it might be like a constellation that moves.
But also eats pasta.
Pasta is more of a figurative term for kind of slop. Space slop.
Space It's all one big bowl of space slop. Hey, could be right.
I like that.
Could be right. I know you like that, but
very much.
You speak with the conviction of a man who's just like split the atom.
I've been there.
Or discovered electricity, but you've gone.
We're just in a. What's electricity? It's like turn the plug on and go.
Thank you, Arthur. We're going to bring David Icke out here.
I've got some words. I've got a lot of thoughts on him.
Would you like to address him before it even starts?
David, you can't have all of the conspiracy theories. That it defeats the point of any of them, and it means all of them lose any power because you're just sort of believing everything, and it doesn't do you any favors. We all think you're mad. Literally everybody I've ever met thinks you're mental. I don't know why you're here, and you're not much better than Stephen Hawking.
Take it away, David. Humanity is actually under the control of dinosaur-like alien reptiles called the Babylon Brotherhood, who must consume human blood to maintain their human appearance. Now, what's the difference between you and David Icke? You've just immediately thought of... You've had some sort of scientific revelation mid-podcast that we're all in a big bowl of pasta being eaten by a big entity. And you've said that with the level of conviction that David Icke says that we're, dinosaur alien reptiles consuming human blood.
Because that's obviously complete bollocks. And also, if they're alien reptiles, they're not calling themselves the Babylon Brotherhood. That's like...
It's kind of like a frat brotherhood.
It's kind of like a kind of Jamaican police force.
Why Jamaican?
Babylon is a kind of patois term for police.
Is it?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So they're the Jamaican police.
Okay.
I guess. Which is not what they would call themselves. They call themselves the kind of
okay.
And it's just too convenient. They're fucking. What do you mean they're lizards? They're obviously going to be something much more magical than like a fucking bearded dragon. They're going to be fucked. You won't even be able to conceive of them, David. Idiot. So if you're going to do conspiracy theories, think vastly bigger. Come up with something mad like I did about the space slop and the pasta entity.
Well, this isn't just...
I might be like, well, that's... He just...
So you're telling David Icke to go weirder. Come on out, Jenny Cock. Ginny Cock. Got something for that?
Bruce
Forsyth. Thank you very much. Take it away, Ginny. Once you go alien, you never really do go back. That's Ginny once again saying, once you go alien, you really do never go back. Now, Ginny Cock is an author. An author.
I hardly wrote. Oh God, I hardly wrote her. That's awful.
That's awful. Yeah, she's written a very long series called Alien, I think. Once you go alien, you never really do go back. Have you ever gone alien?
Listen.
Okay.
If you shagged an alien, I think it would change your view of yourself forever. It would be like having sex with Bonnie Blue. I wouldn't do that for various reasons. But
okay, I understand that queuing up to have sex with Bonnie Blue is odd. Do I think it's the same thing as having sex with an extraterrestrial life form? Not quite.
Hear me now and hear me out.
Right.
I think.
Oh, one of the Babylon brothers has come into the studio.
You're under arrest for being too good at podcasts, but your friend's not.
Who's your friend?
Me.
Go on.
Because he's too bad at them.
Brilliant.
So he goes a free man. Go kiss your wife, but you can't.
Fucking hell! What are you talking about?
So
go. You've forgotten what you were saying, didn't you?
Yes. No. So basically, what I'm saying is, spiritually, shagging an alien and having sex with sort of Bonnie Blue, it has a very lasting impact on your spirit. I think it would make you, at the time you'd see this mad blue alien, you'd be like, well, obviously no one's done this before. I should probably have sex with that alien. But then on your wedding day, when you're in your kind of
you're not married to the alien.
No,
in this world,
when you're on your human wedding day with your wife and your kids running around, you'd be like, well, I am happy, but I did fuck that alien, and like, how can I really take myself seriously as a man knowing I shagged an alien? In the same way that with Bonnie Blue, you'd be like, oh God, you'd be having a good time at the pub or at the function or playing golf, and you'd be like, oh, well, I can only be so happy because deep down I know that I had sex with Bonnie Blue. What sort of man am I? No, that's not even slut shaming, to be honest. That's not even shade on Bonnie Blue necessarily. That's more about that's more shade on the guys that do it. And in the same way that, like, yeah, you can't fuck the alien.
What you often do is you're asked kind of a broad theoretical question and you go on this rampage about an incredibly specific situation that you're really emotionally attached to. Because I go, so it should be like, well, you were broadly answering the question, should we have sex with aliens when they come? And you'd be like, yeah, but I've got a wedding coming up.
I can't be in my suit.
I can't be in my suit on my wedding day after having sex with an alien. I was like, right, well, wouldn't it might change everything.
For the worse.
For the worst.
I would be really hard to live with.
Instead of being abducted and like, I might as well try it. An alien comes down and it's like, there's a world where we can have sex. You want, like, shall we? No, thanks.
Well, I mean,
you're not interested in what it would feel like.
I am interested, but I think it's a poison fanny because you will be, because for the rest of your life, you'll think, I fucked that alien. I just can't go to the pub now.
I could go to the pub if I fucked an alien. I'd be like, there's kind of an exploration scientific thing about it in a way. That's what they all say after
let's explore.
Yeah, with my cock. My cock is my beaker. My balls are my measuring jug, which is another word for a beaker.
Or Bunsen busser.
Excuse me?
My balls are my Bunsen busser.
Bunsen busser. Nice.
I guess.
We gotta have some fun with it. I think I'd
Bus and burner probably is actually more
bus and burner, but yeah, hey, don't gild a lily. Hey, don't put
don't come on the alien.
Yeah, don't put too much icing on the cake because it'll be too sugary.
Do not have sex with that alien.
I could have sex with the alien. I think. I think I'd be able to,
even if it's revolting.
Be like, yeah, no, not if it's revolting.
What if it's like really, really gross?
If it took the form of my dad, I'm not going to be able to fuck it, am I?
No, it's like Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah,
it's kind of it speaks in a sort of strange combination.
I think if the alien, I just thought it probably was said without saying.
It speaks in really bad poems, but it's fucking sexy. But it's like
it's like a Jabba the Hutt rupee cower kind of.
It's very beautiful, but it's incredibly jarring. It only speaks in poems, and when you're having sex for the whole time,
you're moving the goalposts again.
It's going, hell yeah. in this quite cringy way.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know what part of that question to answer because there was so many different nonsensical parts put together.
Do that part in specific.
No, I wouldn't because that. Wait, you said it was Jabba the Hutt.
It's gorgeous.
You said it was Jabba the Hutt.
No, it's gorgeous.
Now it's gorgeous.
But it's so cringe.
Start again. Ask the question again and make it with under 5 seconds.
It's gorgeous, but incredibly jarring to be around, and it only speaks in very bad poems. And when you're having sex for the entire sex process, it says, "Hell yeah."
I would, because it's not just about me getting off. It's about interest in sex with a different life form.
What happens if you do that? You may get it pregnant, and the baby comes out as this mangled, screaming, bloody mess.
Probably have to kill it, wouldn't I? If it was in that much pain, and probably wasn't meant for this world.
I'm not the sicko. You're a sicko.
I'm the sicko for killing my new child. That's an amalgamation between me and the planet Schmorken. And Schmordrew.
Thank
you very much.
Anken.
Thank you very much, Ginny or Genie. Get out of here.
We also have Lucretius in. Now he's from a long time ago, so I don't know. I don't imagine he's got very much of note to say.
Right.
He says
because of the off-license rule.
Yeah.
He's never bought a Mars bar, so he can't speak about human existence.
He certainly can't talk about aliens. He has no idea what they are.
Neither do we. Well, neither do you. You've just said we're a big meatball.
He doesn't know about space.
Go on. Read it out. Let him speak.
I'm going to do it in sort of Greek Cypriot accent because he's
fine.
London Greek person. Out beyond our bloody world, there are elsewhere other assemblages of the matter making other worlds. Ours is not the only one in ours. Ours is not the only one in air's bloody embrace, mate.
So that concludes our quote section of Thinker's Corner. Now we're going to dive into some interesting case studies about potential or at least reported alien abductions. We're going to start with the 1957 case.
Or are we?
We're going to start with the 1957 case of Antonio Villas-Boas. While working on his family's farm, 23-year-old Antonio Villas-Boas said he saw a large egg-shaped craft with a cupola? With a couple of cans on top. On top containing a rotating red light. It landed by extending 3 legs and several 5-foot-tall beings disembarked. They had small blue eyes, wore grey overalls and helmets, and communicated via a series of animal-like grunts. Charlie, can you give me those animal-like grunts? Okay, so they're Japanese. Antonio was captured and taken aboard their ship, where he was stripped naked and covered in a gel. The beings then took blood samples from his chin before he gasped. They've recently got off the plane for Japan. That explains this thing. Villas-Boas was just a racist.
He might be.
Well, he might be, yeah.
He's from 1957.
Yeah, then a naked female alien of the same species joined him. Antonio recalled that she was very attractive with platinum blonde hair and red pubic hair. God. What were you going to say before you got dazzled by the pubic hair?
Naked female
God, she sound... Charlie heard the phrase red pubic hair and he exhales softly and goes, gorgeous.
She sounds lovely.
She does, yeah.
Okay.
What were you going to say? You had your hand
do we have a naked female alien sound?
No.
Okay.
Try and do that now.
Oy.
Horrifying.
Okay, fine. Hello. Would you like to come into mine? Oh.
You're mistaking aliens for people who aren't Southern English at this point.
Hello, Ducky. Hello, Ducky.
They then had sex, and instead of kissing him, she bit him on the chin. Antonio was given back his clothes and shown around the ship before being escorted off. When he got home, pardon?
I've had worse Mondays.
Well, you said that it would be the worst thing if you got sex by an alien.
I've still had worse Mondays than that.
What Monday in your life has been worse than being abducted and then had sex by an alien? He didn't seem to not like it. What? Just give me one Monday that's been worse than that.
I guess it's like
because actually
breaking down on the side of the motorway and like being like missing a whole job and then fucking crying in the car.
That was quite recently, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But in this world, you've just been abducted by an alien spacecraft. The entirety of your conception of the world has just been shattered. No one's going to believe you, but it's worse having a cry on the M4.
It felt awful.
Antonio was given back his clothes and shown around the ship before being escorted off. When he got home, he realised 4 hours had passed. So that's the case of Antonio Villas-Boas.
Okay. I've actually heard about this guy.
In the research that you looked over before.
I've actually heard about this guy.
It is a lot of these interactions with otherworldly beings you hear is guys getting wanked off.
Yeah, I think guys just want to get wanked off.
Yeah, I think it's just a wish fulfillment.
It's like a lucid dream. It's like a dream. It's what reflects.
It's a lucid wet dream.
Dreams reflect what you actually want or think.
It's a green gooey wet dream.
He wants to fuck an alien with red pubes.
Yeah, and he wants to tell his mates down the pub.
I fucked an alien with red pubes.
It's basically the end of the spectrum of she went to a different school.
Yeah.
It's going, you want to tell someone you've had sex with a gorgeous platinum blonde, but none of your friends are going to believe you because who? She's an alien.
She's from Plorb.
She's from Plorb. She came down and took me up and it was lovely.
Can we meet her? I would love that, but she's not.
She's got the galactic games to attend to. She's actually a pole vaulter for Plorb.
Yeah, but she's head high and
she does send her best.
She's so lovely.
She's really lovely.
I would wish you would meet
her. You will meet soon.
One day.
You will meet soon once she's done her rotation of the 4 sons of Gargantua.
When will she be back? We literally can't say.
How long does it take to circumnavigate the 4th district of the solar panel district? Fuck's sake! The solar panel district.
Boring part of the universe.
The solar panel district.
I reckon it's pretty shit in there.
But a pretty energized place. Another case is 1961. Betty and Barney Hill.
Betty and Barney Hill.
They both took lots of pill.
When I feel sad,
I'm really glad.
I sit on the windowsill and jump out.
A couple from New Hampshire are driving at around 10:30 p.m. when Betty spots what she thinks is a falling star, but instead of falling, it's rapidly moving towards them. So they drive away, but the object follows. It descends onto the road, blocking the car, so Barney gets out. Through binoculars, he sees several human... Who has binoculars in their own car?
By the way, we haven't written these little shitty stories. This is real.
These are real cases. These are real life cases. Who has binoculars in their car? I feel like there's some sort of predeterminism there. Be like, if you have binoculars ready in your car, obviously you're going to encounter an alien.
If you're looking for problems, you will find them.
Because they're binoculars! It descends onto the
mental health journey story, really.
Yes. Through binoculars, he sees several humanoid figures watching him through windows in the craft. One of them communicates with him telepathically, telling him to stay where you are and keep looking. Barney runs back to the car, but the craft moves directly overhead and makes loud beeping and buzzing noises, putting the hills into a trance-like state. When they become aware again, they find that they are 35 miles from their last location and can't remember covering the distance, except of vague memories of encountering a roadblock and a fiery orb. Their clothing is torn, their car is damaged, their behavior is erratic, and they're experiencing strange tingling sensations. After reporting it to the Air Force and being dismissed, the hills became known for their experience. When undergoing hypnosis to uncover repressed memories, Barney became very distressed and revealed that the aliens had taken a sample of his semen. Dude just want to get wanked off, man.
He's wanking in the car.
He's wanking in the car. His wife's caught him. And then he's a peeping Tom. He's going out looking. He's driving about looking for.
There's a woman in the shower.
Yeah,
he's got his binoculars out.
He's got his binoculars out. He's wanking. His wife's come and he's gone. You'll never believe what just happened.
Honestly,
to me. He's got cum all over him. It'll be like an alien whacked me.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. It was Ploribus from the planet Noopnarp.
She was actually really. I didn't like any.
I didn't like.
I kept being like, "Stop it! I love my wife."
I was only thinking about you for the whole time.
I was imagining
it didn't mean anything to me. I can't remember how I travelled.
What colour were her
50
pubes,
miles. Red. I mean,
your colour.
Your colour. They were like
which
you.
Is grey.
Which is grey. Because we're 90 years old.
I'm not into this anymore.
However, psychologists analysing the Hills case suggested that their ordeal was caused by stress of being an interracial couple in the 1960s.
I mean, that must have been tough.
That is interesting.
That must have been tough.
Stress-induced alien abduction psychosis because of the stress of being an interracial couple.
I mean, I guess that would have been fucked at the time.
It obviously would have been fucked. Can that much stress? Yeah, I guess hallucination psychosis, but a joint one together. That they both.
That's the odd part, actually.
They both experience the same thing.
Yeah, that is the odd part.
That's harder to believe if they both experienced it. It must have been very stressful, but is there some sort of, they feel like aliens in their own town?
Or they egg each other on in some or one of them, it's possible actually that one of them's losing it and the other one sort of, they're bonded through trauma and love and
enabling.
If they enable each other because it's
like me and you.
I'm not going to take it away from them.
I'm your enabler.
Yeah. If I imagine there was aliens, I'd like to think you'd be like...
I'd come along for the ride.
Sure.
I would be like, why not, Charlie? Why not?
Can you please stop wanking?
Yeah. Yes. You can just have a wank, man. It's fine.
No, they're coming to get me.
Every evening, Charlie Best would be like, just seen an alien. It's fine, man.
You're in the park.
I'm in the
park with nothing else.
Covered in semen. It's happened again,
I'm
Andrew.
come in the park.
It's happened again.
I'm only wearing sort of Uggs. I'm only wearing Uggs. I've ripped my shirt and I'm covered in cum.
A lot of it just seems like an attempt to alleviate post-nut clarity.
Yeah.
Well, it's just men covered in their own semen trying to justify.
There is a trend here.
There's a trend of semen men. Well, speaking of semen men, I have no idea of this.
I've seen me some
men,
I've seen
and I
me some
bloody
men.
like what I see.
Well, sometimes.
1989, Linda Napolitano, the Manhattan abduction. At around 3 a.m. on November the 30th, 1989, Linda Napolitano was sleeping next to her husband. Who's her husband? Margarita. When she suddenly jolted awake. She saw a group of small grey beings standing over her, staring at her with black eyes. The aliens told her to be quiet in some strange telepathic language, and she found herself paralysed and unable to call out for her husband for help. A bright blue beam then shone through her window and lifted her body out into the night sky and into a large oval-shaped spaceship. The creatures brought her into an examination room, where they laid her out on a table and inserted a strange metallic device into her nose. Napolitano then woke up in her bed next to her husband as if nothing had happened. She took her story to Bud Hopkins. I feel like that's the kind of guy you should bring your alien stories to.
Buddy Hopkins.
You don't want to bring it to like Neville Lawson.
Is Bud short for Buddy?
Can be.
Are there people in America called Buddy?
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Interesting thing to focus on. An artist and an UFOologist or ufologist with decades of experience researching alien phenomena. That's Bud Hopkins. He's that man.
Bud Hopkins is a safe pair of hands.
Well, yeah, you don't want to bring it to like Nigel Tennis.
Lovely.
You don't want to bring it to like Frank Bean because he's going to be like, what are you talking
He'll
about?
sell you out to the alien.
No, he's going to be like, you're having a psychosis.
Come with me.
Come with me. Where's he
I'm
taking them?
you to the ward.
Hopkins found nearly 24 people had witnessed the event, though he used pseudonyms for most of those involved, so the majority of these accounts remain unverified. Bud is clearly cooking the books.
Bud is actually more of an N than me.
All of this is, she went to another school. No, 12 people saw it. Oh, no, you don't know him. You don't know him. You can't know him.
I think that Linda's probably, unfortunately, well, the wanking argument is out the window unless she's pleasuring herself.
Yeah, I have no basis for this, but I imagine 100% of the alien. Well, let's not be ridiculous. 95% of alien abduction stories that involve men involve semen, and I think maybe about 20% involve with women involve cum.
So what are the other 80% of women's case? They've just.
I think like probing. There's something. Hey, she's getting something in her nose. It's not nothing. An orifice is being,
I mean, do you think this is sincerely? Do you think that anyone's ever actually any of the reports have genuinely seen an alien?
I don't really think so because it's always like Americans in the Midwest and they're like
with fuck all on.
If you're gonna probe people, I'm not sure I'd go to like Tammy in Idaho.
Maybe you would. Easy target, idiot.
That's a bit mean.
Most people are, I think. Oh yeah, Tammy's an idiot. They're not all idiots, but Tammy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's just like it's always those people that they seem to get, and they'll always be like outside a Burger King.
Yeah, I get. Why would they not pick like Obama?
Yeah, I'd pick Obama. I think I'd pick Obama.
You want to be? You want to be in the juicy rooms. You don't want to be in like Burger King in a booth in Burger King.
Yeah, I agree.
There's not much to learn there unless you're trying to learn. Unless
it's basic anatomy,
or unless they're trying to kind of decoy with a kind of nobody.
Yeah, but then, actually, but then at the same time, if I'm an alien and I want to covertly investigate the human species, then you're going to do it. You're going to do it to someone who, if they said I've got abducted by an alien, no one's going to believe them.
Well, if Obama said it, do you think people would believe him?
Well, we kind of did.
What?
He didn't say he was probed by aliens, but he was on a quick fire question podcast thing, and they said, "Are there aliens?" He said, "Yes," basically, but not that we've seen. He then clarified it, but he was saying it was a probability numbers.
Do you think would you believe Obama if Obama said, "I was genuinely touched by an alien"? I know it sounds mad, but I was abducted by an alien the other day for half an hour.
If he'd said it now or when he was president,
now.
I'd find it hard not to believe him.
And he's like, look, you don't have to believe me, but this is true and I'm not.
But then at that point, we've got to start believing people.
Because we wouldn't really believe anyone.
No. So I think I'd be more inclined to believe my friends and family than I would
you believe me?
Figure. You would be the one exception. I'd be more, if you sat me down and were genuinely like, I'm being really serious.
I got abducted by a fucking alien, man. No one's going to believe me. I was abducted by an alien.
I think I'd struggle to not believe my friends because the people that you've known for ages. Would you?
It depends on the delivery, I think.
Okay, so if they went, "I'm abducted by aliens," you think they wouldn't believe them then?
If they just seemed kind of, if they look, I think
if they seem psychotic, you wouldn't believe them.
I haven't got any sort of, I've got no tolerance for bullshit. You see,
yeah,
I know bullshit when I smell
You've got no tolerance for bullshit. If there's one thing I'll say about Charlie Milner, is he's not into bullshit.
You joking?
Yeah, of course I'm joking. Your bullshit is your fucking thing. What is this? Look at us right now.
Now, can we make an alien? I've got something straight off the hob.
Okay.
They are called the tum-tums, and they are massive tummies, and they throw up when they speak. So they're kind of permanently.
How can you throw up when you speak?
Because you're a tum-tum.
So there are some reasons, scientific reasons, as to why aliens probably do exist. And this is according to Professor Brian Cox, Robert Ince, Lucy Beaumont, who's a comedian, I'm not sure why she's in this list, astronomer Maggie Adarin Pocock.
Pocock.
That's astrophysicist Tim O'Brien and science presenter Dallas Campbell. Now, this is an article and they've all kind of collaborated on it, and these are some reasons why they're saying that aliens probably do exist, but why we'll probably never meet them. Number one, it's a numbers game.
What?
And probability suggests we are not alone in the universe. Probability. Simple probability, it's the big one, right? Happy with that?
The universe is the big one. It's the biggest one ever.
Yeah, so it's the big game and the big one and the big thing. Secondly, we already know of hundreds of habitable planets. That life
Do we?
Well, you don't.
I don't think I know any.
Do we?
Mars. Mars and here.
Happy with that? We found life on Earth in places we thought previously couldn't possibly exist, i.e. the deep trenches of our oceans, far away from sunlight. Extremophiles, you know? Those bastards that love to live in lava.
The thing is, if you put file on the end of anything, it doesn't sound good because of the pedos.
You're the only one who thought that. Number 4, the life that's out there may not be intelligent life.
I like the idea of it being incredibly dumb.
I love the idea of them being stupid as shit. Hello, can we come to Bath?
Gorgeous anti-climax that would be.
Yeah.
It's like, well, wow, we found alien life.
There's like this massive odd ship slowly coming down to Earth. All of the globe's media are gathered around it. There's kind of like these steam sounds as these propulsion jets slowly bring it docking into the land. With a thud, it lands. The steps open, and then 2 green gloop things roll out of it.
We peace and come.
What? You're who?
We peace and come.
Do you? Are you threatening? Who are you?
We peace. We come.
What planet do you come from?
Come.
Are you here to hurt us? Why are you here? Yeah.
And then actually they're like that.
And then they do that and then they finger up and leave. Yeah. Well, they just sound like
that would be quite sick, actually.
Yeah. Come in, do that. They just sound like kind of stoners.
They're very boring and dumb.
Yeah.
They got nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they are like stoners.
Very boring and dumb.
Have you ever been a stoner?
At uni?
I bet you were.
At uni, we need a uni bell. I keep forgetting to do not the uni soundtrack.
Can we actually be doing? Can we call it Uni?
Yeah, whenever someone mentions uni,
Uni. We'll record it now.
Uni. Okay, that's what's going to happen whenever we mention uni from now on. So I was at uni. Uni. Yeah, I smoked quite a lot at uni.
All right.
You are the fucking worst.
Cool.
Intelligent life forms may be living in conditions that make communication difficult, i.e. underground. Ever try to have a conversation when you're underground?
How could I?
How could you? You're not a mole. We may be trying to communicate with each other using opposing methods.
Sorry, I don't understand. So the moles...
Yeah.
The underground is basically like a ginormous sponge. You can move through it. It's not that hard to move through it.
Yes, it is.
It's not like walking through concrete, is it?
Do you think... Okay, so why do we
How are the moles getting...
Why do we need shovels if
how
everything is like a sponge down there?
Are the moles digging?
Yes! Of course they're fucking digging. It's not like a sponge down there.
I thought maybe they...
Also, try and move through a big block of sponge. Not easy. What are you talking about?
Well, I just imagine that it can't be that hard because the moles are going everywhere.
They have specialised...
I've got a big problem with moles in my house. They're
You have moles in your house.
in my garden.
You have moles in your garden?
Yeah, we're gonna get little things that like do sonar kind of like white noise.
I've never heard of anyone having moles in their garden.
I've got moles in my garden.
You've got moles in your garden?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're saying that
we got moles.
It's like a sponge down there because if the moles can do it, why can't we?
Well, I don't know.
It's dirt and ground.
Yeah, how
that's
thick
what's
is
underneath
it? I
there.
wonder how thick it is.
Have you ever dug a hole? Answer the question.
Yeah, only from above.
Have you dug a hole?
Only from above.
Well, it's not that dissimilar doing it sideways.
How do you know? You obviously
Because I've dug a hole.
sideways.
Yes.
When?
Last month.
Lying.
Of course I'm lying, but it's the only way to get through to you.
You don't know.
What?
You don't know.
I can imagine based on...
I can imagine fucking a massive space minotaur eating me as pasta. It doesn't mean it's true, does it?
He's won
That's
again.
the basis of this episode.
Won again. To make contact, our civilization and an alien civilization need to exist at the same time.
What?
Difficult.
Say that again, please.
To make contact, our civilization and an alien civilization need to exist at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, happy with that?
I am.
Think about this very small span of our Earth's life.
Oh, God.
That we've been able to understand space.
So literally just before
and
the
even
Big
just
Bang.
humans coming in, they might have come down and it was just kind of marsupials running around.
So just before the Big Bang, there was the huge planet of tum-tums.
No, not just before the Big Bang, because the Big Bang was the creation of our entire universe.
Just before the Big Bang?
You can't just say it again in a different intonation and it will be
before
right.
Jesus.
Yeah, fine. Just before Jesus, but
just before Jesus, there was loads of tum-tums, and then they would literally be like, "Guys," and then they died.
But there were humans just before Jesus.
Okay, just before the first man.
Brilliant. Yeah, we got there eventually.
Just before Adam.
Yeah,
and Steve.
Thank you for that. Long-distance space travel isn't yet possible for us and may not be for some time. Yep, that's fair enough. Extraterrestrials have actually to want to visit us. They need to want to come to the Earth, don't they? It's like me going to the dentist. I don't want to go there.
No.
So I'm not going to exactly go out of my way to come. But if we made
it'll hurt and it'll cost too much money.
If we made it like a bakery or a boulangerie, be like, we sell nice baguettes.
They got cardamom buns on Earth. Okay, I'm going then.
Well, UFOs are confusing because, anything that's in the air moving is an unidentified flying object if you don't know what it is.
Yeah, if I lob this phone at you really quick.
No, I'll know it's a phone.
Not if you didn't see me throw it.
If you were walking down there and I open the window and I throw a shoe at you, for a minute, not a minute, but a few seconds, that's an unidentified flying object for you, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, academic Michael Masters believes that the UFO sightings are actually humans traveling back in time from the future.
I love that. I've heard about this.
He says that we have evolved. The quintessential big-headed, small-bodied alien reported by many people who've encountered UFOs resemble future humans.
So what went wrong there?
That kind of puts into perspective our whole humanoid thing.
Yeah, but what went wrong? Why do we look so fucked now?
Evolution changes. Maybe we're living on different planets
because of mass heat or something. Because it was way too hot.
Yeah, well, we're moving to different planets, so our bodies adapt to our surrounding environment.
Do you think that could happen?
That's what evolution is.
Well, so we might become like blue if we need to blend in with Mars.
What colour's Mars?
Orange. But I do like the idea of them coming back in like it's nice. It's like in Interstellar where there's that moment where the humans. It's a terrific film if you haven't seen it. Bradley Cooper is a very good actor,
and he is not in Interstellar. Charlie's referring to Matthew McConaughey. Please continue.
Who did I say?
Keep going. My goodness. Shall I continue?
No. Basically, the humans help Bradley Cooper, and he
Bradley Cooper
gets helped out.
It's Matthew McConaughey.
Bradley Cooper is getting helped out by the future humans, and they kind of appear as sort of light. And I like the idea of future humans helping us humans now.
That's nice.
It's a nice idea.
That's charming and lovely, isn't it?
It's brilliant, and it shows the kind of human endeavor.
Inevitable technological advancement means it's most likely we will also develop the ability to travel through time. Not sure that is true. It's very possible to travel forward in time, but not backward in time.
What do you mean it's very possible?
Because you can get this idea having watched Interstellar. Well, they time travel, don't they?
Yes.
Because of the different gravitational pull of different planets, which means we experience time differently on different planets. That
doesn't follow for me. It doesn't follow. What do you mean gravity's stronger, therefore I'm now like 90?
Okay. It wouldn't be you would suddenly become 90. Traveling in time isn't becoming 90 years old. That would be rapid aging.
No, but like the amount of time, I cannot imagine time being slower here than there.
That's fine. It's a very hard thing to... I understand the theory of it, kind of. To actually genuinely get it is mad.
Does anyone get it?
That was what Einstein's kind of started off with all of this stuff.
Does anyone get it?
Well, you've seen Interstellar. You've just mentioned Interstellar. Bearing in mind you have completely got the actor wrong, so you might not have picked up on some of the smaller details when you thought it was a completely different guy as the lead. But when they go on to whatever someone's planet, not Cooper's, but
Cooper's town.
Yes. When they go to Cooper's town, when they go down on the planet, because the gravitational pull there is stronger in relation to something else, I don't know. But you experience time differently. It's all. I think it does come down to E = mc squared in some way.
Right.
I don't know why, but it does. That is a pretty legitimate, agreed upon theory.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to travel forward in time with genuine physics theories, I can go to a different planet with a heavier gravitational pull. Time will go slower for me, and then I'll travel back. And I'll be ahead of time. I'll time travel.
But you can't go back.
Because how does it... Yeah. That problem hasn't been solved if you'd even want to solve that problem. But it exists in mainstream physics theory that you can travel forward in time. Yeah, I've heard
time is relative. I just can't picture that. I can't relate to it.
No.
It's like
You don't need to relate to it. It's not
like
an Instagram post.
It's like a kind of Spanish film.
Yeah. And now it's time to blorp our way into Patreon Valley. Oh no, they're back from their holiday and there's an alien invasion. There's a saucer.
But the aliens are made of ice cream and they're all licking them.
That's nice.
And the aliens are loving it because it's like giving them a haircut.
Okay, yeah. I like it. It's like kind of scratching their back.
It's like with whale sharks or with a sea turtle where crabs will live on the sea turtle and feed off them and eat kind of moss.
Cleaner fish.
Yeah. The Patreon Valley are acting like cleaner fish.
And they're thoroughly enjoying it.
They taste delicious.
And the aliens are liking it too. Isn't that wonderful?
It's perfect harmony.
So if you want to also lick an ice cream alien, you can subscribe to the Patreon for as little as £3 a month, where you get an extra episode every week, ad-free episodes, group chat, access to the topic threads.
And there is one Patreon who... Yeah. Mate, this is a public warning. If you don't call in that burger...
You've got 1 week.
You got 1 week. If you don't, then it's going to someone else.
Yeah, then we're going to auction the burger off somewhere else.
If you don't know what we're talking about, I'm going for a burger with a Patreon. It was locked in, but the guy's gone quiet. So, shit or get off the burger. Eat or shit or get out of the toilet.
Yeah, this question's from Oz. You find out aliens are real and have visited Earth. How do you convince the rest of the world?
Guys.
Okay, this is Charlie going on Global News. We're joined now by Charlie Milner, who lives in the Scottish Highlands, and he has claimed to have seen and experienced some extraterrestrial life. It was a very controversial topic for this time in the morning. But we're joined by Charlie now. Charlie, thank you for coming.
Hey, good morning.
Pardon?
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Your accent's quite exotic, so it might take me a minute to catch up on that. Charlie, please tell us your story.
The other day I was eating inside and I saw literally no that was there. Everybody told me I was up in the end. I saw there's this gigantic blue block. What happened is, can you believe me? I was there and I thought that's it.
Okay, so could you describe this alien for us?
Blue. Every time I went there outside, I found out it was a kind of like talking to me. I didn't really understand what he was saying, but I jumped on tiny legs.
What did they do anything to you? Did they?
These guys, one thing and another, and one thing and another. I didn't come, but I did it. When I did it, and everybody was talking to me, and that's why I can't do it again.
Thank you for joining us, Charlie. Next up, we've got the best recipes to share with your grandmother.
Nonna kebab.
Nonna kebab.
Making Italian.
Okay, so the answer is, as usual with this shit that we do, is just kind of be as confusing and...
Well, he's a very Scottish man, and they should have booked his fucking translator.
Yeah, they should have booked a translator.
Sorry.
And now we're going to flying saucer our way up to the Pieces pasture. The Pieces pasture has been taken over by aliens, as isn't surprising given this topic, but their rays are actually improving the quality of the nutrients within the plants, and they've made the colours even more beautiful. So it's really gorgeous as ever.
And there are tiny little saucers. The flowers are the tulips, the petals of the flowers are actually tiny flying saucers.
Okay. So as ever, we're going to finish with just the one piece this week because we are on a batch cooking situation. But we're going to hear my piece about with aliens this week. It's by me. Out in the distant universe, in a planetary system yet to be explored, a lone spaceship touches down on planet Zorparg. The rocket's doors slowly slide open and a singular astronaut steps out. He is greeted by a single Zorpargian who, dressed in the finest robes that Zorparg has to offer, approaches the astronaut. He is a blue humanoid figure, but with 3 arms and several tubes that flow out of his tummy. He has no nose or hair, and his eyes are blood orange. The astronaut bows and kneels to the Zorpargian.
Greetings, Zorpargian. I come from the planet Earth and have travelled many millions of space miles to acquaint myself with your world. I come with respect and great reverence towards your civilization. I am simply a conduit between your world and mine, and wish to learn your customs, your technology, if you're permitted, and your natural world, in the hope that we may bridge the gap between our planets for a more prosperous future for the entire universe.
Did you bring any chocolate?
What?
Did you bring any chocolate with you?
I've been eating kind of a specialised nutrient gel to sustain me for the 7-year journey. Let us not allow this minute detail to get away in the future of our planet's relationship. I come to build bridges between civilizations, between galaxies. There is much to admire in your planet's natural resources, and we have much to offer
Chocolate. Chocolate.
I don't have any chocolate for you. I didn't expect to have to bring any. Can we just move past this now?
Get some.
I'm really far away from home.
Okay.
I'm not going to go back for chocolate.
Why not?
Because it will take me 20 years to get back.
Okay.
Okay, you're still going to want chocolate in 20 years.
I really want chocolate. I like chocolate.
It's really impractical for me to go back to Earth to get you chocolate.
You can give me chocolate.
Fine.
The astronaut gets back into his ship and blasts off into the deep void. 20 Zorparg years later, in the exact same spot, the rocket ship slowly touches down on the planet's surface. The astronaut steps out, holding a Twix. To his horror, he sees the dead body of the Zorpargian, his tummy tubes tangled in the planet's vegetation. He approaches the body and sees that in one of his outstretched lifeless arms is a piece of paper. He opens it up and reads. It's a detailed linguistic analysis of Earp and Zorparg's different languages. At the bottom, the Zorparg summary is underlined and highlighted. It reads, translation error. Chocolate in Zorparg means friendship on Earth.
Wow.
There you go.
That is lovely.
You see, it was sad.
I mean, it's very sad, but
very sad.
The message is clear.
He just wanted a friend.
We just want connection.
That's
all
connection.
any of this is. That's what this podcast is.
It's wanting connection.
We're trying to connect with you. You're connecting with us.
Investigates means friendship.
We investigate.
This has been a translation error.
We're investigating each other.
And we're investigating the world.
What a sad but beautiful story.
Yep.
So, what have we learned this episode, Andrew?
Oh my goodness.
I flipped it.
What we've learned this week, Charlie, is that aliens probably do exist, but we're never going to be able to conceptualize them. We're a bit skeptical about everyone who's met aliens because they're so humanoid-y, but then we thought, but what if it's because it's actually humans who are time traveling, which put a big spanner in the works and has really thrown us both for six. And we're not exactly sure what we think about aliens, but we're realizing that, well, obviously we shouldn't know what we think about aliens because how can we know anything about aliens?
We can't.
What have you learned?
That
Matthew McConaughey was in Interstellar.
I have learnt that, but what we can know is that most guys who have reported seeing aliens have actually been wanking in the car.
And it's a kind of odd form of post-nut clarity.
It's very strange.
Most of alien abductions reporting is actually just she went to another school.
Yep. Yeah. Or she's in the shower. Wait, what?
Love you, Charlie.
Love you too.
See you next week.
It's Henry and Charlie investigate. They're gonna find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Henry's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're gonna find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's it up from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.